Hey alls, welcome to the Mayhem. This is just an episode I wanted to do to give a tour of one of the crown achievements in my Minecraft work. I wasn't really planning on having some kind of special script for this episode. I'm just going to kind of go through the route that you see in the movie. So, this is the opening room. Probably by the time you get on, you'll see there is actually a doorway on here that looks like the one in the movie, but not at the moment because we're still working on that part. But that doesn't matter. This is the opening room where originally in the movie you see a whole bunch of corpses here, because that's the opening scene to the Mines of Moria, and that's what we're going to explore. Coming up, as you can see, I have added lots of different pathways, bridges, mining areas to go through. But I'm only going to go through the route that you see on the movie. And if you want to come and see everything else, then, well, you have the ability to. This is a public server. You don't need to apply or anything. You can just hop on and explore. At the moment, the time I'm making this video, my channel is not popular. I'm mostly doing this just for fun, and I'm also doing it. I originally created this channel to help advertise this server for anybody who comes on and sees it. There is a lot of different passageways you see. Now, of course, this isn't going to be a 4-day trip like it is to the original Mines of Moria. I wanted to shrink it so I could get from one side to the other, just like any other person could, in less than 4 days. Now, I did actually cut through bedrock right there. You can kind of see it, but if you turn the fog up good enough, it looks like it's like that endless pit like you see in the movie. And there's this scene all the way up the stairs. And if you are a true Lord of the Rings fan, you will recognize this spot. The 3 doors, this is where Gandalf kind of sits when he's trying to think about which way to go. I'm actually good at turning the brightness down, give it a better effect. Now, anybody who's a true fan of Lord of the Rings always wondered where these 2 doorways lead. I kind of had to use my own imagination to create a place where they lead, but if you want to find out, you got to get on and see for yourself. I'm going to go the way they go in the movies. Then, of course, you come here. These pillars kind of took a while to design. I had to use pictures for a while, but eventually got through. They're not perfect. I might change up the top a little bit, but I still think they look great, and I'm hoping anybody who gets on will like them too. Here, of course, is the room that Gimli runs into and kind of sits here and cries like a baby for a moment, but you can't blame him because, you know, that's his wee lad's grave. Here's the well that for some reason didn't really have water at the bottom of it, where Pippin makes that corpse drop and basically gets Gandalf killed. And there is an area down there that you can go to and explore if you're crazy enough to jump down the well. And of course they have a huge battle with the troll and everything in there. And they come out and they just keep running. Maybe this room is about 2/3 the size of the real one, maybe a little less. I just didn't want people to be walking forever and ever. but the room is still pretty damn big. You gotta wonder, though, in the movie, if that's how big it really was, how long do you think they were running and walking through the room for? It must have taken ages. This is where they go out and Boromir almost slips and falls, but it was kind of tough to add that effect. And then, right now we're in Casa Dunes. And of course, once again also, by the way, I almost missed this. Remember this scene right here? That whole ordeal where they have to jump the gap. Maybe probably just to get a few more minutes into the movie. Legolas fires that legendary shot that goes up there, killing the goblin right here. And you can get up here too. There's a way to get up here. Coming through. Over to here. Poof, here we are. And then, of course, the bridge. Which has a nice long fall into a water pit, just like you see in the movie. In case anybody wants to reenact Gandalf here, I could spawn in a giant and pretend that's a Balrog, just for the hell of it. Then, we come through here to the edge, where it is currently nighttime. I will increase the render distance. For some reason there are no stars out tonight. Here, I think I can change that. Yeah, I was going to change the date, but I like it. This texture pack I'm using is called Jirudoku. I really like it. It gives a really cool, sort of like, I guess it makes everything look a little bit more like Middle Ages, sort of. This is where they go, where in The Lord of the Rings, you see everybody just kind of sit and cry for, 10 seconds until Aragorn gets them all up and going. Or you could also know it as a scene from The Hobbit where that huge epic battle took place with Thorin Oakenshield. Well, that is it. That is the Mines of Moria. And we're only 8 minutes in. I'm thinking, I'll show you another build from Lord of the Rings that I have. Isengard. And then, of course, this is also accessible to the public. This thing was kind of tough because Obsidian doesn't really have stairs or any small things you can use to build this with, but I got around it. This took me I think 4 or 3 tries. I had to keep rebuilding the tower because I actually kept making the tower too big. I made the tower too big and it wasn't able to shrink down enough to get the look right here. The roof was always too big and the tower always looked really fat. So I kept shrinking it down until I was able to get to this. As you can see, this is Isengard before Saruman went totally insane. The entrance. There are some stairways in it. The rooms are kind of empty at the moment, but I will be filling them in with anything I can think of. Here's my lame excuse for one of the lost seeing stones. I don't know why I just had to say that in a nerdy voice. And then there's this incredibly out of place wooden table. Then we have the stairway here. Trying to find Saruman's bedroom. Here we go. Even a wizard needs some sleep occasionally. And you notice Saruman, he rolls around a lot in bed, apparently. So he has a nice big one. Well, that is it. That is my short Lord of the Rings special there with a couple of builds that you can explore for yourself. This is a completely public server. It's really easy to get on. I will be leaving the link to the server forum in the description below, as well as the IP to the server itself, in case you just want to get on the server. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys thought those were good, and I hope you want to come on and explore them yourself. If you like this video and want to see some more, please subscribe to my channel. And for now, the mayhem is managed.